Good afternoon, good evening, and good night, everybody. How y'all doing? And thank you for joining me on my stream. I was recently streaming some Destiny 2. Wound up having a couple of issues with the stream. Drops weren't properly working, and then realized I was actually streaming the wrong, wrong content that I promised y'all tonight. So we are actually going to be streaming what we had planned, which is going to be some Magic Online Arena. So we are back in and gonna continue with what we were doing. So thank you all for joining me, and let's see where we can go here. As right now we are looking at our content, and let's see what we got here. Sorry, gotta look up my information real quick, make sure everything's running accurately and properly. Cool. Looks like everything is up, running, and everybody is able to join if they want to. All right, cool. So looking at our content, we have our Spark challenges, which is going to be what we're going to work on. So we got all these basic decks. Let's see. Let us make our decision on what we are going to play. I actually kind of really want to play the new loot. So I like Gruul. I've always liked red. I actually play in modern Boros Burn. So I used to play a lot of Gruul. So I think what we are going to do is play our Path of Powers deck for this event and see where we go. So let us see if we can find our match. Our opponent is named Pending. Sounds about right. Alright, so we got some 3, 4, 2 drops. Alright, cool. We have a good curve, we have all our stuff, and we got some scry. We got our colors and some scry. Keep that. Combat tricks are always nice. Play our 2 drops. Sure, why not? I would not be worried about bouncing a 2/2 beetle back to hand. That seems kind of counterproductive, but sure, why not? We'll go with it. So we'll play that. We'll play the beetle, and we'll move on. Next time, if he tries to bounce it, we can at least give it hexproof. I just don't understand why you would try to bounce the beetle. It doesn't make sense. I have so many more targets that I believe would be a better choice to bounce. Is he really going to use another bounce spell to bounce the beetle? Okay. I was gonna say, I can think of so many better things to do with a bounce spell. He literally unsummoned. Alright, so we got a loot. And we got mana for another unsummoned spell. Alright, move on. Alright, I think we should play our big trampoline boy. Get him down on the battlefield, and that will trigger him to give him a 1/1 counter, making him a 3/3. He's gonna do it. I feel it in my bones. I feel the tingles. He's going to try to unsummon it. He's got the mana up. He's got instant reaction. There's so much pending right now. He's going to do it. Okay. If I had to choose anything to bounce, I would not be bouncing that because yeah, I can't attack next turn. But what I can do is now kill his loot if he decides to block, which he does. So I will give it a 1/1 and make it hexproof and kill his creature. If I had to think of anything of bouncing, I would not have bounced the giant Sittermaw, because this now effectively just leaves him open. Oh, that's just unkind, unfriendly, and very upsetty spaghetti. Alright, well, we are going to put our trampler back down. He'll get a counter, and eventually, with green, I should find a way to destroy this enchantment. Alright, let us go to combat. Make our boy bigger. Is he gonna block? Please give me a reason to blow you out again. Okay. Alright, what are they creature on the battlefield? Okay, let us get him on the battlefield. So next turn, we can give him some counters and get him swinging. What do you got, opponent? You gonna make me upsetty spaghetti? You gonna bounce my stuff? Okay, you're just gonna tap my entire board down and make my guy a 1/1. Yeah, we don't want you getting away. I am okay with this trade. I am okay with that trade. I am okay with it in every meaning of the word. Okay, we're gonna play our spinner. And then we are going to give him a counter and have him fight him. How does it feel to suck on so many levels? He has a 3/2. And a bounce, okay. Whenever this creature attacks, well, you control a creature with power 4 or greater. It's +1/+1 in Menace. I mean, I do have creature with 4 or greater, so we'll put him back on the battlefield. Put him back on the battlefield. And then we'll see if he wants to block and kill my creature or take more damage. I mean, in the end, my my creature was not really going to go anywhere, so I'm perfectly okay with that. And I get a hasty boy in replacement of it, so I am okay with this. Prime Speaker Xanathar. Okay. Loot. And combat. Say hello to my little friend. How y'all doing tonight on this wonderful Saturday? Anybody got any big plans for the weekend? I mean, I know Saturday is already effectively gone, but anybody got any big plans for Sunday, Christmas? What do y'all got plans for this holiday? You had it tapped down though. Yes, I lost the 10-10, but that 10-10 was lost anyway when you consider the fact that it literally was tapped down and couldn't do anything. That was a very poor choice because now I'm just gonna replay it and get a bunch more counters. So you just played yourself really bad. Just the insult to the injury. Alright, nice. Alright, let us see what we're doing here. Sorry, give me a sec. I'm just trying to figure out how my spell deck is not working right now. Okay, so I've done everything correctly. So I'm not sure why it is not allowing me to show you my overlay. Or not my overlay, I'm sorry, my deck list. That is interesting. Why are you being weird? Why? Okay, probably because of the content. So let us try to fix this here. 1 second. Right, Magic the Gathering set. Hopefully that fixes the issue. Hopefully now the extension should work. I do apologize for this, this and several of my rough streams. I'm still trying to get used to the whole add-ons, setups, and whatnot, and trying to help get everything set up to support the stream and assist in making this a good quality experience for everybody who decides to join. Okay, probably just an issue with the actual app itself, because apparently it is still not working, even though I've gone through and did everything it told me to. So, I mean, I'm effectively at this point just playing a starter deck that we received for playing the game. So there's not too much you're all missing, but we'll look at the deck so y'all know what I'm playing. So we were playing the Path to Power deck. Again, the Path to Power deck is just a starter deck that you were given. And this is our setup. We got the Bushwhacks and the Land of Wars and all of the cards. So it was just a starter deck. So hopefully in future streams we can get this add-on up and running so that you all are able to see the actual deck list in the game. Spotty, I appreciate you joining. So Sparked is a event that is pretty much when you're starting up the new deck. It's kind of like an event to kind of work on your level. You're effectively playing against computers. So I don't know. It's not great or whatever, but yeah, the Spark event is kind of more. I've only seen it on this account, which is kind of the new one. So the Spark ranked is kind of a way to, I guess, build up your experience and everything. Be nice if it kind of explained, more about it, or let you hover over it to see what it is. But yeah, it's just a mission thing that we have to do for our game. So it carries on with the experience of, you know, explaining how to play Magic. So I don't know if that helps you, but thank you for joining my channel and for being part of the community. I hope you are enjoying yourself, and if you got any suggestions or anything that you think would help make this community or stream better, I look forward to all feedback. So feel free to chat and let me know. Alright, this is rough. This is a lot of really expensive cards that at this point I can't even play, so we're gonna mulligan. Okay, I think we'll keep this and we'll dispose of him because he is way too large. Probably will not be able to friggin' play him anyway, so. Alright, cool. We will do that. And that. Okay, cool. Got any plans this weekend, Spotty Narrow? Any big plans? Holidays coming up? Any plans for that? Grab a forest. We got way more green cost mana spells that we got to be able to play, so. Well, he is a chunky boy. Fortunately, we can get rid of chunky boys. That is unfortunate. I do not like that he has blockers. But what I do like is that a lot of these care about power. So let us give them the power. Oh, he is just going off with that. Killing a token, I mean, he does have double strike, meaning I'm dead regardless. Yeah, okay, we are just not gonna do that. Alright, play a loot. It's only 11 damage, so pretty sure with that, it just cost the game. I got food, which would have been nice if I had mana to cast the food. Put him to 1, and I get slapped back. Yep, that is a game. Good game, sir. Good game. That was unfortunate. I was hoping that he would just attack and not have the removal, but yeah, that just did not seem to be how that played out there. Alright. Let us go for game 3. Some life gain, some scry, but that is a very slow start. Oh, so regretting this decision already. Oh yeah, this is going to be painful. The dual tap lands. I mean, I at least gained a life, so it'll at least assist in the fact that it'll count me up. Oh, I do not need these lands. Come on. Yeah, no, we're good. I've got plenty of lands for the mighty, like, 3 mana. I could play my entire hand with 3 mana. That wicked roll is unfortunate. Yep, I got no blocks for that. Right, when I need... You do this, put a +1, that would put it to 2, that would allow me to get rid of his tiny bones, I guess. If he's got removal, that's just a blowout. I'm not going to attack in, because he could just double block and kill my guy. Okay, okay. Sure. So for 4 mana, I can play an additional land. We'll play him so I get another land out. That too will let me get him out, and I can start moving forward with what we want to do. Play an additional land. Can go search for one, or I can have it fight. I need more power to kill him, because he's the one that's doing the damage. He only, or she only has an enter the battlefield trigger. This can give somebody... Okay. Yeah, I think we're gonna fight. Have him fight him. I don't need him tapping to buff people at this point. So we're gonna fight here and get it off the battlefield. And we will pass the turn. I need a way to get through. Need a way to get through, because at this point he is going to start getting really big and really intimidating. So we're going to do this so we can gain a little bit of life. Yeah, alright. I need to get through to do the combat damage to get the food tokens, so I think what we're going to do is try and build a barricade. I don't want to cast that because I need the ability to gain life, because at this point he's just going to kill me by tapping his creatures one by one and doing damage, so it's going to be a long game. I need more removals. What I need, if I could find some removal to get rid of that Deadeye Duelist, this would be very nice. I also need to get rid of that Magda, because if he can get 3 treasures, he's going to sacrifice them to get a dragon, which he's now 1 treasure away from. That does not help me at all. So I can activate to make him bigger. Do I spin the wheel with loot? Or do I just go for broke? I think we swing in. Buff my creature, and see what he does. Because I effectively need him to do something stupid just like that. Okay, that's 4. That means I could tap this, add counters. That'll make it big enough to kill both these guys and there. But that still leaves him with his Magda. Try to gain a little bit of food. But unfortunately now, he'll just sacrifice those 3 treasure tokens and get a dragon. I need removal. He now has me on a very short clock. So he's 6 mana. I've got 5. Yeah, guess we'll go like this. It's not going to make a difference unless I can get him to commit. Funny part is, if he keeps committing to the dragon plan, that's going to take him 2 more turns, which is fine. That's at least a blocker. Okay. I need to go in. 6, 10, that's 12 if I go in all in. But if he keeps up 2 creatures, I'm dead anyway. So I say we go like this and leave 2 creatures back for blockers. Yeah, it doesn't matter no matter how I do it, because I'll take the damage off his guy, and then I'll take the damage off the one. Can I get something with haste? It has haste, but it's only a 2/1. Let's hope that's enough. Math is for blockers. Exactsies. Thank you! Thank you, Loot. Thank you. I was dead regardless, so math was for blockers, no matter how that went. So I'm glad that worked out. That was a rough game. Titus GM 86. Alright. This is not great, but it's not horrible. I got protection, I got attacks, but I really only have 2 creatures and really 1 combat trick. So hopefully in the next 2 to 3 turns I can get another land to play this 4-drop, but I think this is about as good as it's going to get us down early. So Spotty's still in here to answer his question. The new MTGA Spark Rank is a beginning rank system designed for new players to help them build up and learn the foundations. So yeah, it's effectively just you versus other players to kind of get you used to the whole rank system and how to play the game once you go through the initial color challenges and deck building and stuff like that. So pretty much what I thought it was, but I was misspoken when I stated that you were playing against the computer, because when I heard Spark, I thought it meant Spark as in Spark, the little MTGA icon, so I do apologize for that, but yeah, it's effectively just the new player experience of learning the rank system and everything. So I hope that helps you and answers the question. Ooh, we have another one. I think we will put the counters on this time instead, so it buffs him. And then we will go in for 7. And then we will play these 2 next turn. I do appreciate those who have joined me this evening, those who are still here, and those who popped in just to say hi and have since left. I do appreciate all of you. I appreciate your support. And if you have any suggestions of anything I can do to help make the channel feel more welcome and build a better community, as well as make the channel better for you, please feel free to let me know. The opponent kept a one-lander. That is a that is an interesting choice. I have ranked up to Spark 3. We got some jump-in coins and some jump-in events. What do we got for jump-in events? Okay, not much, but let's do a jump-in token and see what we got. Do we play Cats, Forensics, or Celebration? Chad, it's up to you. What deck do you think we should play? Cats is gonna probably be a lot of life gain and synergies. Forensics is gonna be a lot of graveyard control and ramp, and Celebration is gonna be a lot of burn and removal. So what do y'all think we should play tonight? This is for our jumping event, so there's one prize if we win a match. So. All right. Give it a few minutes here. Or, well, not a few minutes. We'll give it a little longer here. See if anybody's got an opinion. I hope we got some people in chat, but we'll see what everyone thinks, and we'll go from there. So we will give it about another minute or so and go from there. All right. I guess we will play. I guess we will play some black green. All right, and then for our green, we will go with hungry. I want some artifact tokens in there. All right, we're gonna mix the hungry, and we're gonna mix that, and we're gonna see how this works. So we're playing a forensic hungry deck. Ooh, this is not. I got a 1-drop, well, 2 1-drops, and then a bunch of 6 and 7 drops. I'm not keeping that. That is way too expensive. And this just got so much worse. We're not going down to 5 though. So what we're going to do, we're going up against green too. This is, or sorry, we're going against red. This is very unfortunate. I went with at least having 2 1-drops, now not having a play until like turn 5. Alright, let's make some food, I guess. That actually works for me. That'll give me, well, actually make my food tokens count for mana, which I am happy for. Alright. Alright. So I can pay 1 sacrifice food token to give it +2/+2 until end of turn. Which if he happens to double block, would be a blowout. Which I think I like. I think I like that decision. So I believe we are going to go for the attack. Because it doesn't specifically say that you have to do it at sorcery speed, meaning I should be able to just do it. Okay, he doesn't block, so that is fine with me. Pay 7, sacrifice it, and creatures actually get +X and it's the number of food tokens you control. Okay, well, apparently there's gonna be a lot of food. Right, I need. I need more mana. Mana is very important. I need more mana. Especially with the fact that every card I have is now like 6 mana to play. Problem is, every time I sack a food... Okay, my creature can't block. That's fine with me. It's tapped, so I don't foresee it blocking anyway. That is a food. Kind of want to bargain it just so I can have it fight his board, which I think is what I'm going to do. We're going to bargain it, sacrifice the token that's already tapped, and then I will have it fight his... whenever this creature attacks, each opponent loses. So do I care about him getting mana, or do I care about him... That has Death Touch, which is now the new issue of... I need to get rid of this. There's really no other way around it. I need to get rid of that, because the Death Touch is going to hurt, but the fact that he can just attack me and make me lose a life is even worse, so I think we're just going to go with that. Okay. This will enter. I can get rid of his Death Touch. I am not going to swing into that. I was born at night, but it sure was not last night. How you doing again, chat? I see we got some new people in. How y'all doing? Got any plans this weekend? Holiday season coming up? Any big plans for anyone? Ooh, that's not good. That is now a 3/1 indestructible, meaning I'm either going to take a lot of damage or I'm going to eat it. That is unfortunate. That is a lot of Death Touch and a lot of slaps, and he will not let him block. So my only option here, actually, I have a solution to this now. Reading the card explains the card. We are going to block, and then we are going to hold down full control, and we are going to sacrifice the food to give it +2 and kill his creature. Well, oh wait, no, it's indestructible. I completely forgot I had said that. Okay, well, either way, I blocked and took less damage. Create a monstrous roll when you do it. Okay, so fighting is good. However, comma, question mark, I need to figure out how to deal with a 5/6. Because if I play this, that's 4, but that only gives it -4, -4. sure I'm gonna regret that decision, but I need to start doing something. So yeah, we're gonna get him down to 11, take 7 on the backswing, and hopefully find removal or some type of solution. So I got nothing to deal with a 5/6. I can have my 4/4 fight it, but that doesn't really do anything. I could get the 6/6 down, but the problem is if I would have to sacrifice it to bargain. I mean, I would gain life, so I guess that's really my only out. Yeah, I think that's my only out. If I had some more mana, I could actually do something. Ooh, I just realized I do not have... I don't really have another artifact. I got rid of the food, so... Don't really have another artifact that I could sacrifice to it. And I really don't want to sacrifice these 2 enchantments either. That was just rude. I guess we're going to play the 6/6, bargain it, and we're just going to sacrifice this. And I guess we'll go for 3. If he's got removal, it's going to be really painful because I have no other means of dealing with that. I have 1 creature in my graveyard I can return, but I only have 6 mana, meaning there's nothing I wouldn't be able to return something and then cast something. I mean, I'm fine with this because he's effectively tapping himself out. He's got no cards, and I can just swing to win. I feel like there's a reason. Huh. Yeah, I think I could just kill him now and win. But I feel like he's gonna... yeah, we're just gonna go for it. I probably overthink that. He had no cards in hand. He already tapped out all his creatures. He had no way of blocking. I feel like he should have kept something back. I don't know what was going on with that, but alright, what did we get? We got the Calamitous Cave-In. Calamitous Cave-In. Alright. Well, that was a interesting game. I feel like I probably picked the slowest and worst choices for that. Alright, let us see what we have. We have a pack. Let us hope for good things in this pack. Build our mighty collection. Banish Light is a great card. And we got a Solemn Simulacrum. Saddest of the robots, but the bestest of friends. Bunch of alchemy. Alright, cool. So we got some jumping. We'll go back into some sparked rank and work on building ourselves up and completing some achievements and getting some more decks so that we can get up to actual gameplay against actual people. I mean, obviously we're playing against actual people, but when I refer to actual people, I mean people who are not on new accounts and are in the spark ranked situation. That is an interesting question. Do I want another land? I have 4 lands, which means I can play everything in hand. No, I think that's going to go to the bottom. I do not want him gaining more life, but I don't really have a choice right now. I will kill it next turn with the Scorching Fire. And hopefully we can do better. That is unfortunate, because now I choose whether I'm going to kill him. He just gained 3 life. That is unfortunate. It's a mana dork, so I guess we go this route. And that route. I can't leave a mana dork on the field for him. If I do, he's gonna cast more creatures, gain more life, and just dealing with this one thing is not gonna be enough to deal with that. So I will let him gain a life, and I will let him have his tiny bones, and then we will play this, and we will move to combat, and when it attacks, I would have to do this before. I'd have to do this before to buff him to attack. So do I attack or do I play? No, we're gonna play this, and then we're gonna go in with him. Yes, he would get a buff, but I think I would rather get another mana dork out on the field, because I believe that is the right decision. And then I can use this to kill his flyer. Would I sacrifice a mana dork for his tiny bones? Absolutely, without a second thought. Okay. Can't block and has death touch, huh? That is interesting. I could attack in, but I'm not going to. Because I don't want him to use his tiny bones to kill a creature. I want him to come at me. I want to be able to identify and choose how this is going to happen. I'm okay with this. Make your decision, buddy. I'm cool. I will finally get rid of your tiny bones. Yeah, it has menace. You can't do anything. Yes, you can get rid of my 4/4, but I have another 4/4, and my tiny bone, my guy has menace once I attack with him, because I have a 4 greater, so he'll replace it, and that's not going to be good. Because I have to figure out how to destroy that. A land is not helpful. Not helpful at all. Trample. Oh, I don't have 4/4 anymore. So we are not going to attack with him or him, but we will attack with him. He's got 4 cards in hand to my 0, and I have no options because I just have lands. Okay. That really kind of sucks. Because he's hiding my guy under an enchantment, and I don't have any enchantment removal. And I'm just drawing lands. This is ridiculous. All the lands. Well, I should have enough mana to cast anything I draw, and now I am beyond dead. That's just a 4/1, which means it is not going to do anything to kill him. I can have it fight, but it's not going to do anything. And the problem is it doesn't even have reach. So all I could really do is get rid of one of these guys, and it would just kill me. Well, we'll have it fight him. I am dead regardless because that board wipe was everything I had and I have no cards in hand. So this is just an inevitability at this point. His Maha and his cards are just better than mine. Unless I get a board wipe, we're just done. And that's a land. Good game. That was rough. That was just land after land after land. Drawing a card immediately after a board wipe that allows your creature to fight another creature is the funniest thing I have ever seen. Hey, here's a card. Have it fight somebody. I got nothing left. What do you want? Like, I didn't care about the whole toughness being 1. I mean, if I could have at least had a power of 5 to take out his Magda or whatever, that would have been more beneficial. But that whole thing was just downhill. Alright, we'll play our Lana War first. Next we'll roll out the mountain and play our Ruby Daring Tracker. And that'll leave us with our combat tricks, which I might decide to go grab a land, but I'm not 100% sure on that yet. The land would be good, but I kind of want to keep it for fighting. Problem is, I still need to get a 4-drop on the field for that to actually matter. That does not help me, sir. We will start the beatdowns, but I really have no way of buffing any of these guys because I don't have a 4 or greater. That is an Arabo. The Arabo comes with partners. That is a nice draw. So I can have my creature fight. I mean, I could do all of it, effectively, but there's no point in fighting. I kill the Arabo, have the cat fight and give it indestructible. Right, we're gonna kill the Arabo. I don't want him having an Arabo. That's just priority 1. And then the rest of it just doesn't matter. What do you have, opponent? What do you have for me? Oh, that is unfortunate in so many ways. That's just going to make more and more cats. Well, it'll make them bigger is what I mean. Actually, with that, I could kill him. Kind of the way it's going to have to go, I guess. Spent everything I had just to keep that off the field. Problem is, his creatures are bigger than mine, and they keep coming down more frequently. I need things, and I'm not getting them. The one creature turn, the lack of card draw, and the fact that he has a big Sky Knight Squire now that is just going to keep getting bigger the more cards he plays is just very unfortunate. And that is a 7/7 with flying. Which I can't do anything about. And this is just not getting any better. Best I could do is keep the pressure on. But he has a 7/7, which I'm guaranteeing you he's probably got another Angelic in hand. This is effectively an inevitability that I'm going to die. The question is, can I draw something beforehand? Because if he kills my 3-drop, I'm screwed either way. Because I can't beat him. If I keep 7 damage on the field, I can probably outpace him. But with him gaining life, because now he has to hit me twice, I have to hit him twice. And with this being his turn and me having no ways to block, that's effectively how this is going to work. So we're going to have to see. So right now I only have 7 damage, meaning when this creature attacks, which is cool and all. There we go. I can actually do something this time. Surprise! I just need him to not have anything. That's a land. That is a land. That is 7. And that is the crackback. GG's. It's surprising how many games I have survived at with 1 life. And we got an Apprentice's Folly. I like the sagas. Sagas are good.
This is where you can find your current rank in Spark Rank. As you play, you'll level up through the 4 tiers.
I'm just here for the
When
emotes.
you complete tier 1.
I got no stickers or emotes. That's just not nice. Okay. We will carry on. We'll do one more of this, and then we will possibly change decks and carry on with another deck. I don't want to sit and play the whole time with a single deck. We've probably got about 10 to 15 decks given by Wizards and the game for free. So let us explore. I like Gruul, I'm sorry. Gruul is fun. I enjoy it. Alright, so we have some life gain, some creatures, and some protection. I am loving everything about this. Mana Dork with a big butt, which will protect it, and then once we get up, that'll be a turn 3 victory. Oh, that just makes it even better with the Land of War. Turn 3, we slap down him. He gets buffed. I start banging in. You seriously -1 my Mana Dork. Not cool, bro. Not cool. Well, we can still do it. It's just not going to be as fun because we're not going to be able to keep up the protection that we were originally hoping to do. So. Alright, deals 1 damage. That is entertaining, but I think what we need to do is get rid of his blocker. Go in for the 7, and we'll play Halana and Alana, the partners in crime, on our next turn. I believe getting rid of the creature is probably a better choice. Especially considering the fact that my opponent has nothing. Which is interesting. How does my opponent have nothing, but has 4 cards left in hand and is playing a 2/1 with 4 lands? Unless he has just all lands in hand, I don't understand what is going on. Okay. He has lifelink. Things are starting to become clearer. Not happier, but clearer. Let's do that. We'll give that, and then we'll give it the additional +1/+1 on the attack, making it a 5/6. I could literally cast another one of these. That's 9. Lethal. For the giggles. For the giggles. Too slow for the good game, but yeah, there was no point in just leaving him at 1 life. 1, I had lethal, and 2, he had lifelink. If he just suddenly went off and made his guy super big, it would have just been a big how do you do. So I think I made the right choice by going for the lethal strike. Lots of experience, lots of packs. Let's see what we got in our new packs. We got 2. Alright, we have a Secluded Foundry. We have a Involuntary Employment. Sounds like life fit nowadays. Got a Dismal Blackwaters, a Heir Apparent. That card is a common, but super expensive and good. What do we get? We get I love this art so much. It's so great. The preposterous preparations. Creatures you control get +10/+10. I just love that. I want it for my squirrel deck. I've got a Chatterfang squirrel deck, and I want that so bad. Alright, and our second pack is
Stick close.
a Kaido Cunning Infiltrator. Alright, you cannot be angry when you pull a Planeswalker as one of your cards. So, definitely a good pack. Definitely a good pack. Alright. Alright, we are going to go back to our Spark rank. And we are going to choose a different deck. I think we will do some Vampiric Hungering and see how that works. Alright. The Spectral Army is our opponent today. And this hand... It's a curve. I mean... Problem is, if I go too far in... This is my only black source, so... Hopefully, things pan out. Is 1/1 to my big butt rabbit. Big butt bunny rabbit. Big butt bunny rabbit. Okay, I promise we're done. That's a life gain. Funny part is, we both have the life gain. Only difference is, my life gain triggers on enter. No, we're not gonna attack. He could block the entire board with his double strike and kill it. And at this point, I just do not see an out. So I think we're gonna pass. I don't see an out right now with the fact that I have one black source and no way to cast anything with the double black. That is unfortunate. That is a 4/4 that will create a bunch of creatures, and I am just pulling more white sources. This is not working for me. Whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. As long as you have 24 or more life, it has double strike. Well, hello there. We are casting it. We like our life gain triggers. Make your cats, make them, and see what happens. I will fight your cats on the waves, and in the air, and on the beaches. I wonder if he realizes that the longer he waits, the more painful this is going to become. I have a flyer too, sir. Okay, we are going to play that way. Alright, we will block here, we will block here, and we will block there. We'll block the big butts. And he goes for the blowout. What you got there, buddy? Do you lose your double strike? Yes, you do. Alright, opponent. You are going wide and you have locked down my goodest creatures. This is an interesting plan. Unfortunately, I am biting the big one without any remorse. I'm getting black sources, but every black source I have drawn has been tapped. So I'm going to have to continue to chump block and hopefully find a solution. Because his guy's getting bigger and okay, thank you. I want my life link. And I want my flying. Even though I can't do anything with him because he has it pacified. This would be working out so much better if I can attack. But he's got a 4/4, he's making a bunch of cats, and this is just a stalemate wall at this point. So the question is, do I kill the guy making all the tokens? Actually, I can kill one. Alright, we're going to have to do it this way. So we're going to kill, take the one, and see where this goes. That is a mighty loss. Okay, we got another death touch. That would have been nice earlier. Alright, there we go. Okay, so we at least have some way to drain his life. This is the funniest thing I have ever seen. So I have Death Touch, so I can at least block his 7/7 and his 4/4. But at this point, I either keep taking 4 in the air, if I block and lose the Death Touch, I'm going to effectively lose my only bit. Whenever this creature attacks, each opponent loses a life. Well, that's great if I can ever get him to attack. The problem I'm running into is my only good creature is currently pacified, and I'm either going to keep taking 4 in the air, or I'm going to have to block and lose my Death Touch. And if I lose my Death Touch, his guy is going to get bigger, and this is not going well. Because he now has an 8/8, and I have no way of doing it. I don't have enough power on the field to stop an 8/8. And I am just not drawing anything viable. I could end this right now if I could just get rid of that 8/8. And there's the 8/8 attack. Whenever this creature attacks, each opponent loses a life and you gain a life. Well, it's not doing anything back here, so let's attack and gain some more life. He dies, these two trigger. He loses, I gain. I get set up to 6. That is 13 in the air. I don't really care right now. That is a land. That is unfortunate in so many ways. Yeah, I can't do anything. This entire game is stalemate. He's gonna just kill me with a 9/9. Yep, and there it is. So that's game. There's no outs to that. That was like 30 minutes of my life I am never gonna get back. I don't know if the issue with that game was I wasn't drawing well, or if it was because I was not aggressive enough. I think both arguments are valid. Alright. Crap Circles 91 is our opponent. Crap Circles 91, and this is a horrible hand. It is all tap lands. Gain a life. Play this. Drop. Yeah, play this. Play the Vampire Nighthawk. Actually, now with the two of them, the question remains: do I go with the Vampire Night? Yeah, I think I still go with the Vampire Nighthawk, because having the ability to block his flyers and gain life would then trigger both of them on top of the attack. So yes, I think we play the Nighthawk. And I think we hold back. He has got more creatures on the field and is just going ham. And that is unfortunate. Because at this point, that is my only source of life gain outside of this land I just drew. Yes. I believe that is the right answer. That gives me him. And then that gives me that, because I need to start attacking. Okay. Interesting choice, sir. Apparently he didn't like his position in that game. So if I kick and pay 4, yes, I think we kick. Alright, do we return the Prides or the Rabbit? I think we return the Prides. And then I think we I think we attack, yes. Alright, opponent. You have one card in hand, and you have already racked the board once. If you do it again, I'm going to be a very upsetty spaghetti. Alright, a lifelink, and he gets 2 2/2s. Oh wait, no, those are 2 3/3s. It's even worse. That is worse because I only have one combat trick. I say we continue the pressure. So we continue the pressure and see what he does. Because I know he's going to try to block him. And he's going to block the lifelink. No, he's not going to block the lifelink. He's going to block here. Is he going to do it? Is he going to double block? Okay, he's not going to double block. Okay, he's thinking very hard. Okay, I like this decision. Makes me feel warm and fuzzy inside. Board wipe again. If you do, I'm going to be very upset. Alright, life gain. That is life gain, but I don't think your life gain is going to help you when I have an 8/8 double strike plus 3. Yeah. I'm just going for it. Math is for blockers. He either blocks or gets massively devastated. That's like the only option he has here. just I'm gonna play the land. Just make him think I okay, better late than never, sir. Yeah, the the 11 the 11 double strike there. That was a game changer. When you got an 11/11 or an 8/8 double strike, you don't have anything bigger with first strike to be able to defend against that. So. All right. The Reaper is our next opponent. This is decent, but it doesn't really have any payoffs, so hopefully we draw into it. We'll risk it for the biscuit. And there's that. I don't want to, yeah, I think we just play it. I think we play it and to play it out. I don't think we play one of our untapped lands. Because all we really do is put in a 1/1 or a 3/1. Either way, it's not going to help me. So I think what we do is we just let him play out his stuff, let him do what he wants, and then we'll kill off his creature on next turn. Yeah, there we go. I think I like this better. I'll destroy his creature once he plays everything out. Okay, cool. He can gain all the life he wants. His creature's dead. Play out these two. Actually. Rabbit. Life gain. My 2/3 outdoes his 1/1 and his 2/1. So I guess we'll see how this plays out. And I'm starting to wish I still had that destroy spell. The Mortify. I need to stop this creature. Got nothing in my graveyard outside of the Mortify. So I think what we do is we just play into it. No, no. No, no, no. We're going to play into this. I'll die, but so will you. And then on the next turn, I will just get my. I can't get it back. I can't get it back because it's a freaking 3-drop. That is rough. I was really thinking it was a 2-drop. I don't know why, but I thought it was a 2-drop. Okay. Guess we're just very unhappy with the fact that I get life. Oh, it now gives me something my Sunblessed Healer can target. So I guess I can't say too much about it. Alright, that is a ban for you, sir. Kick it. And return the rabbit. And go for the attack. I think we will block the 2-1. I think it's a better choice. Yeah, we're not going to attack. There is no point in attacking into this. At least this way I can stem the bleeding to only 3 in the air until I can get some type of answer. We need to get rid of his life link. Oh my god, with the lands, man. I mean, as long as he keeps getting lands, there's nothing I can do about this. Or, I mean, as long as I keep getting lands, yeah. Oh, okay, this is just getting annoying at this point. Again, the best I could do until I finally get something, which he's going to get something before I do, is to just, yep, and he destroys it. So I can return anything I want back. I think we are going to return a 2-3 in the air. Because now I can block his flyer. This is just getting hilarious at this point. -2, -2 doesn't really do anything to the battlefield as it stands now. But I guess we'll swing in. Alright, at least with that, I've been able to kind of balance the battlefield. And the game is afoot. We are now tied. And he's got lifelink in the air. Also pride. Gain some life. Go for the attack. Alright, good game. Woo, that was a game. Oh boy, that was a game. I don't think it was over, but I think he was just tired of playing at that point. Alright, that deck, I don't know what to tell you. That deck was a little rough. I don't know if I want to play that one again. That was rough. I think we're going to play Goblin. I think we want faster games. I think we're going to play Goblins everywhere. God, that is expensive. There we go. I think we will keep this. We will put, we'll put this back to the bottom. Okay, we got a pride. Surprise! I killed 2 of his prides. Question is, does he have a third? Because I'm kind of out of tricks at this point. Alright, so as long as it's not a board wipe, I drop the raid bombardment, and that's lethal next turn. That's lethal. Even if he blocks, that's lethal. That's 6 damage right there on the attack. Alright, what did we win? We got a Aetherize. And for our pack, we got a hey, I'm okay with free cards. That allows me to pick what I want rather than being forced whatever it gave me in the pack, so I'm good with that. Spark rank. I'm going with the goblins everywhere. Can we do it? Can we complete one more match before the night is out? This is the question. This is the option. King Gunk is our opponent. And we have a bunch of 3-drops. This is way too slow. There's a lot of buffing, but the bombardment doesn't do anything, and I don't see myself getting to 7 mana. Creature removal. Yeah, I think this is good, and I think we get rid of the 7 mana spell. Is it better to get rid of the 7 mana spell, or is it better to get rid of the one that deals 6 damage to a single target? You know, I think we're gonna get rid of the creature. Yeah, we'll get rid of the creature. That is fine. That is fine. I do need 2 more lands, though. That is kind of a necessity at this point. That is a scry. So do I shock, or do I just keep playing? I think I keep playing. That is an opt. I'm okay with the tap out. That allows me to cast spells unimpeded. That is more land. That is what I was hoping for. That'll get me closer to being able to cast the other spells. So we have goblins, do we? I can't do anything without another land. That 6-drop was definitely not what I was hoping for. I mean, that is castable, and it does deal with the situation that we are in right now, so I think I will keep that on top, and we will hope that this goes well. Well, that now makes leaving that on top even worse. And that makes him need to die. And I already know that I'm not getting a land on top of my deck for next turn, because I thought I was still gonna have a creature. This is ugly. Things have gotten ugly. all I can do. I need more land. I don't need spells. I need land. And I'm just not getting land. That is land. That is a 5-drop. I only have 4 mana, meaning I am now screwed unless I can get him. I need him to give me 2 more lands. Promise is 4-2, meaning even if I was able to, I would need 8 mana now to remove it. I have the spells to do it, but I would need 8 mana to do so because of the 6 mana plus the ward 2. I'll take the 5. That is a land. Move into combat. If I don't rush this, then we're screwed anyway, so. As I said, sitting back is just not going to help me. That's 6 damage. I could do 4 a turn, but he only has to hit me twice. I would have to attack him twice and still have the mana up without him doing any additional damage to me, and I guarantee you if he gets me down to 1, he's going to have a shock or something to kill me. There's no question about that. So if I attack that, puts him to 10. Yeah, he's got a shock. I don't think it matters how I do this, so I say we go all out, and if he's got the shock or the lightning bolt or whatever, he's got it. I don't have a choice. I would need to get him down. I would have to attack him, get him down with the 4 damage, and be able to cast the blaze without any type of repercussion. Yeah, it's not good. Yeah, I'm at 1, so that's it. I screwed that up. I mean, it wouldn't have mattered. He would have just used this to block, and I would have been dead anyway. Yeah, whatever you cast, so I'm dead anyway. It doesn't matter. Alright, good game. And I am dead on the crackback. Alright, well, that was unfortunate. I probably could have just attacked with the 2 and kept the dragon back as a blocker, or probably could have just went to attack, saw what happened, and then went from there, but it is what it is. It's the choices you make in Magic and the entertainment that comes with making the mistakes. So with that, I appreciate y'all staying with me tonight. I appreciate those who came in and joined our first time chatters like Spot Morale. And I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. And I hope y'all have a good night. And I look forward to seeing you again with the next stream. Thank you very much.